Einstein?
We looked everywhere, sir, but...
Never mind. It doesn't matter. Have you gentlemen seen your midterm grades yet?
Oh, they're not posted yet, sir.
I've seen them. Mr. Kruger. 2 C's, 2 D's, and an F. That's a 1.2 grade average. Congratulations, Kroger. You're at the top of the Delta Pledge class. Mr. Dorfman.
Hello.
0.2. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Mr. Hoover, president of Delta House. 1.6. 4 C's and an F. A fine example you set. Daniel Simpson Day has no grade point average. All courses incomplete. Mr. Blutowski. 0.0. Now I want you to tell Mrs. Stratton and Mr. Schoenstein exactly what I'm about to tell you now.
What's that, sir?
You're out. Finished. Faber expelled. I want you off this campus at 9 o'clock Monday morning. And I'm sure you'll be happy to know that I have notified your local draft boards and told them that you are now all eligible for military service. Well, out with it.
That was a little video clip of the 1978 film National Lampoon's Animal House, produced by Mr. Ivan Reitman, who unfortunately passed away yesterday at the age of 75. He passed away peacefully in his sleep. My name is Tony, and this is a little video tribute to Ivan Reitman. I'm going to read you the New York Times article. Ivan Reitman, producer and director of a string of movies including Ghostbusters and National Lampoon's Animal House that imprinted their antics on the funny bones of a generation of filmgoers, died on Saturday at his home in Montecito, California, the Associated Press reported. He was 75. His children Jason, Catherine, and Carolyn Reitman confirmed the death in a statement to the Associated Press. During his decades-long career, with credits as recent as last year, Mr. Reitman produced and directed major box office comedies that became iconic to the generations that grew up with him and contributed to the rise of actors like Bill Murray and Arnold Schwarzenegger, whom he cast in the unlikely role of a police officer masquerading as a kindergarten teacher in Kindergarten Cop. He produced with his friend Matty Simmons the 78 movie National Lampoon's Animal House, an hour-and-a-half-long depiction of Greek life's chaotic energy and absurdity that has become one of the most beloved comedies in the history of the genre. The film injected the concept of the toga party into modern culture. After the staggering success of Animal House, he returned to directing, later telling the New York Times that he regretted not directing that film. His 1984 film Ghostbusters, which he did direct, was nominated for 2 Oscars despite lukewarm reviews from some critics who complained of disjointed humor that heavily prioritized special effects. Viewers disagreed, enthralled and entertained by Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and Bill Murray clad in heavily accessorized jumpsuits and the bizarre visuals that included a 100-foot-high marshmallow dressed in a sailor suit and a neon green ghost. 5 years later, he directed a sequel, Ghostbusters 2, and he helped produce another spin-off, Ghostbusters Afterlife, that was directed by his son Jason and released last year. In a 2007 interview with the CBC, he recalled the first time he saw the stars of Ghostbusters in their outlandish ghost-busting outfits, rounding New York City's Madison Avenue for a pre-shoot. There was just something so extraordinary about that image, he said. I turned to the script assistant next to me and said, I think this movie's going to work. Ivan Reitman was born in Komarno, in what is now Slovakia, on October 27, 1946, to Jewish parents who survived the Nazis. 4 years later, his family fled Czechoslovakia to escape communism and eventually landed in Toronto. We came here penniless, he told the CBC in '07. I didn't speak the language. He began producing movies as a student at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ohio. He forged a partnership with Mr. Ramos and Belushi on Saturday Night Live, so on and so forth. Our survivors include his children Jason, Catherine, and Caroline. Our family is grieving the unexpected loss of a husband, father, and grandfather who taught us to always seek the magic in life. We take comfort that his work as a filmmaker brought laughter and happiness to countless others around the world. While we mourn privately, we hope those who knew him through his films will remember him always. Really quick, let me just give you his history, okay? Hold on 1 second. You know what? Hold on. Okay. Here's his filmography. These are films that he directed, and you thought Animal House was his first one, Mrs. Camera Lady?
Yep.
Orientation in 1968. Foxy Lady in 1971. These are his director films. Cannibal Girls in 1973. Meatballs, you ever hear of that one?
Yeah.
1979. Stripes, 1981. Ghostbusters, 1984. Legal Eagles in 1986 with Robert Redford.
Was that Deborah Winger in that?
Yep. 1988. Twins.
Yep.
1989. Ghostbusters 2. Kindergarten Cop. Dave. Junior. Father's Day. Robin Williams. 6 Days, 7 Nights. Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah.
Evolution. You like that movie?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
My Super Ex-Girlfriend. No Strings Attached, and something called Draft Day in 2014 that I never heard of. Here's his producer credits real quick. I don't want to keep you here all day. 1969, The Columbus of Sex. 1975, Shivers. 1976, Death Weekend. 1978, Animal House. Heavy Metal, the animated movie.
Yep.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
That was my favorite too.
You have a lot of favorites. Space Jam.
Yeah.
Private Parts, Howard Stern and Robin Quivers.
Meh.
Post Grad.
Nah.
And Up in the Air with his son. A movie called Hitchcock in 2012. Ghostbusters reboot in 2016. And Baywatch 2017. Father Figures 2020. A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting. And last year, Ghostbusters Afterlife. And here's a couple of films that he was executive producer. Rabid, The Magic Show, Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone with Molly Ringwald. Big Shots, Casual Sex with Andrew Dice Clay. Feds, Beethoven 1 and 2, Beethoven 2nd.
Did you say Feds?
Feds,
I love
yeah.
that one. That was good. Rebecca De Mornay was in that.
Beethoven and Beethoven 2nd.
With Charles Grodin, the late Charles Grodin.
Road Trip, Old School,
Oh my
Euro Trip, Disturbia, Hotel for Dogs, The Uninvited, I Love You Man, and last year's Space Jam: A New Legacy. I hope this wasn't a disjointed, tribute. I stuttered a little bit there. I'm a little broken up. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.